Hey guys, we're back in the bait cave tonight, and we're starting off with a Hinkle Shad Jr. clone. The base painted white. See what kind of pattern we come up with tonight. Alright, here guys, I am using a pearl silver to go over the bait. We'll just add that into the airbrush right here. We'll mix it up. There's already some reducer in the cup. Just to get these pearl colors a little thinner, I'm gonna clean up my brush here. And we'll add a little more reducer because this is a little thicker than I'd probably like here. There's just a little test spray on the cardboard, a filter. Alright, we're just gonna spray at the top of this bait. Just get a nice even coat of that silver, kind of make that shine a little bit. Alright, now we're going to come in with this pearl copper. Add that into the airbrush here. We'll add in also a little reducer. These pearl colors, again, like I said, they're a little thicker than some of the other Createx line colors, so we'll just mix this up real good. Get it thinned out properly the way it can flow through the airbrush. Alright, so here we're going to do a little test spray of this pearl copper here. Then we're going to come in and add this to the back of the bait. We'll come down about halfway or so down the bait. Not too far, but just enough to add a little bit more color into it. Alright, here now I'm coming in with some of this metallic burnt orange. We're going to go over the top of the bait. Kind of blend in some of that gold color, or that copper color. Do a little test spray first, make sure we're flowing good. Then we'll come in and start going down the back side of the bait here. Just blending in, kind of darkening up that backside and then down the lateral line just a little bit. Alright, here you can see I just came down a little bit more than halfway. That lateral line there, both sides. Just to give it a little kind of a golden sheen to it. Alright, so here what we're doing is we're adding a little diseased umber from the Bloodline series, a little bit of opaque black. Mix those two in the airbrush. And I'll come in with a sewing hoop with a piece of scale mesh sandwiched in between it. We'll press this down on the bait here, and we'll just give a light spray over top of this scale mesh, going down the back first and then working our way down across that midsection of the bait. Gives it a nice small scale pattern. Going down the middle of the bait here, give it some detail. Here we'll see we got a little bit of a scale pattern going on here across the gills, all the way down the side of the bait. Now what we'll do, we'll flip it over and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Lay down our scale mesh. Make sure we got it sealed over the bait pretty good. And we'll come in with our dark mixture, that diseased umber and black. We'll come over and spray the scales down the back. Come down the side of the bait here, almost to the belly. Make sure we hit that head with the gills. We give it a nice light coat of that color. And hopefully we pull it off and we'll see the scale pattern here. That looks pretty good. So now what I'm going to do is I have this little cardboard template I cut out of a kind of a bluegill stripe, or half a bluegill stripe. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to mainly stay on the piece of cardboard here and go down the bait and make some stripes. So what I'll do is I'll start with the spraying right over the fin here. We'll spray that same mixture we did with the scales. We'll just kind of position it, and we'll spray, like I said, on the cardboard so that we get that overspray kind of making our stripe for us here. Nothing too heavy, just a little bit there to show that there's going to be basically a shadow. We'll take it off. There we go, there's our first side of the stripe, and we'll flip this template over. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, just trying to keep the overspray to a minimum. As you can see on this one, when I pull it off here, I went a little heavy on the right side of the template, but that's okay. I had a little stripe down by the gill plate there, but I can come back and fix that later. No big deal. Here I've got a little bit of excess paint on my template here, so I'll just wipe it off on the towel. Don't want any of that excess paint getting on your bait. It'll smear and it just looks nasty. Alright, so now on this side we're just going to do the same thing. We'll start on that gill plate since I screwed up the other side. I'm going to come in and make this side symmetrical looking. So we'll come in and start with our stripe, the left side of the stripe, and on this side I just decided to go down every left side stripe. So we'll just wipe this off, a little bit of excess paint there. Our third stripe, and so on, and keep going down the bait. And I'll come back in and do all the right side at one time too. It always seems like on the second side of the bait goes faster for some reason. If you're used to doing it the first time, second time goes faster. Alright, so I'll wipe off the excess paint again, flip over our template, come back in and do the right side of the stripe now. We'll work our way down the bait. Bring it in close to see how we did. Alright, now I'm going to come in and just darken up with that same color, darken up the back here. We'll blend the stripes into the back. That way there's no hard lines. Kind of gives it more of a natural look. We'll hit the eyes, darken up the eyes. Kind of work our way down the bait, kind of blend in all those scales that we did with the sewing hoop. Blend the stripes in, come in the other side with the eye. Check it over here. Missed a spot on the front, looks like here. Alright, here we'll flip the bait over and we'll blend this other side in. One on down the back first. Go up to the eye there, darken up the eye around the nose and the shoulders. Again, just blending those scales and stripes into the back here. Breaking up those hard lines. I don't want to go too heavy with this paint, but I do just want to break up that line, but also leave kind of a natural, like a halo behind these stripes here. Just something real small. Okay, now we got the fins on. Now we'll add some UV clear resin over just the front half of the bait. So here I've got all the resin on for the first half of the bait. We'll put it in our UV cure box here. Let it harden up. All right, thanks for watching, everybody.